Hey everybody, it's Solomon. We out here doing another reaction. Um, Apparently Sony announced the PlayStation 5 Pro, and I've seen people do nothing but roast this thing. Apparently it's like $700. I want to see if it's as bad as people are making it seem, because if it is, Sony just putting their foot in their mouth again, like they did with the PS3. Because if you don't remember, the PS3 was getting roasted by a lot of people, not everybody, but a good amount of people, for it being like super expensive. When they announced it, they were saying it was going to be like $600 or $700. I don't remember exactly, but I want to see if it's as bad as everybody's making it seem.
Hi, I'm Mark Cerny. I'm excited to be here to talk about the newest addition to our console lineup, PlayStation 5 Pro, and how it advances gaming technology. But first, I want to take just a minute to look at what we put in the original PlayStation 5 and how it delivers an exceptional gaming experience.
Okay, so you got the regular jumps right there, the two standard ones.
When PS5 debuted in 2020,
that shit look like
it brought a
frog
lot to the
frog
table.
eggs.
8
Fish
Zen 2
roe.
CPU cores form the brains of PlayStation 5 and enable high-speed complex gameplay, with character counts reaching into the hundreds.
It should look like Dynasty Warriors, bro.
And frame rates
it's
that
not
can be
new.
as high as 120 frames a second.
Anybody who's played Dynasty Warriors know that they
PS5 has
had like
powerful RDNA
huge
GPU,
fucking
which can render
groups,
anything
and it was
from
just the same
intricate
people.
details to fantastic worlds with vast panoramas to explore. Ray tracing allows for dramatic visual improvements, including reflections off of water or glass, and the realism that comes from
Nintendo still got
real-time
some of the
global
craziest ray
illumination.
tracing I've ever seen in the game.
Custom SSD
I ain't even
can
gonna say
load
ray
data at
tracing.
breathtaking
Got the
speed,
craziest water
resulting
I've ever seen in any
ultra-fast
game.
transitions between game worlds, and data streaming rates so high that traversal speeds are essentially unlimited.
You okay? I'm working on it.
Tempest 3D audio tech brings an unparalleled sense of immersion to the sound of the games. With audio so real, you may not even need to see the enemies to know exactly where they are. Finally, the DualSense controller has haptics that let you feel through your hands what your character is experiencing inside of the game.
I ain't gonna lie, I actually turned
It's
that off.
wonderful to see
Like
such
the
variety
adaptive triggers and
richness of game
everything.
experiences.
It was so
Creators
annoying to
have
play
made
with.
amazing use of the
D&D.
hardware capabilities, but when I talk to them, I do hear about their desire for more graphics performance. The dreams of the developers are bigger than can be supported at 60
Why does it
frames
look
per
like his
second,
words are
and
dubbed?
that leads to an aspect of modern gaming that we're all familiar with: graphics modes. It can be a difficult choice for players. Fidelity modes emphasize the visuals, typically through higher resolution rendering. These modes might also have enhanced
It's
detail
making me want to
or
play
use
Kirby
more
Air
ray
Ride.
tracing.
Spider-Man over here
But
looking
the
good
games only
though.
run at 30 frames
D&D.
per second. The visuals can be choppier and the controls less responsive.
I was looking for my
Performance
mouse.
modes emphasize frame rate and interactivity.
Okay, we got some Ghost of
typically
Tsushima.
choosing to run 60 frames per second. Mainly by reducing the graphical detail until those frame rates can be achieved. When asked to decide on a mode, players are choosing performance about 3/4 of the time. Removing that decision, or at least narrowing that divide, is one of the key targets for PlayStation 5 Pro.
I think
We want
that's
to
showing
give
more
players
so
the
that people
graphics
care
that
less about
players
graphics
aspire to,
now.
at the high frame rates that players typically prefer. To do that, PS5 Pro substantially improves over
Yeah, I
PlayStation
think most
5
people
in
would
3
agree.
ways. Here's what we
Better
call
graphics
the
over,
big 3.
better,
First,
smoother
we made the
gameplay
GPU much larger
over
and
higher
increased the
graphics
speed of
every
the memory
time.
it uses. The result is rendering that's up to 45% faster. Second, we made major upgrades to the ray tracing, taking a streamlined and accelerated approach that allows calculation of the rays at double or even triple the speeds of PlayStation 5. And finally, we added custom hardware for machine learning and an AI library called PlayStation Spectral Super Resolution, or PSSR.
Bro, we tired of algorithms,
PSSR
bro.
analyzes the game image
Y'all here
pixel
just
by pixel and can
Y'all
add
just out
an
here putting AI
extraordinary
on
amount of
everything.
detail,
Like we don't
which
need more
boosts the effective
algorithms.
resolution
Let
of
me
the
pick my
games.
own games.
Game creators are adding PS5 Pro support to new and
I'm
existing
gonna pick the
titles.
games I
And with
want
the
to play.
big
I don't
three
need y'all to
involved, the
recommend
results
me
can be pretty amazing.
games that you
With
think
graphics showing
that
something like
that y'all
fidelity
want me to
levels of
buy.
detail,
Like I'm not gonna
but at
buy games
double
y'all
the
want me to
frame rate.
buy
Here's The Last of Us Part 2
because
running on
y'all
PS5
gonna
Pro.
edit that shit and
It
change
has
it
huge
so
amounts of detail and
games
targets a
that are
super smooth 60 frames per second.
big name games are gonna get shown more
Let's
than the
compare
smaller
this to
name
the fidelity
games.
mode on PS5,
Like I want to play
which is only
Stardew,
running
even though
at 30
Stardew
frames per
alright.
second and is therefore
I'm not
much
trying to buy
sharper.
Last of Us 2.
This goal of delivering almost fidelity-like graphics at performance frame rates has been achieved for a broad set of titles, including Marvel's Spider-Man 2 and Ratchet & Clank Rift Apart. We can see that PS5 Pro is close to doubling the power of PlayStation 5. Another way to compare the two consoles is to look at PS5 Pro versus Performance mode on PS5, both of which target 60 frames per second. What we see here is a difference in detail. PS5 Pro is much sharper and crisper than PS5. For this, my favorite is the parade scene from Ratchet & Clank. Distant details are much clearer. And here we can see Marvel's Spider-Man 2 is noticeably higher resolution throughout the scene, including the trees and procedural cars. So overall, some remarkable improvement to the games. On PS5 Pro, we can see increased sharpness to the graphics or smoother and more responsive gameplay. This is the big three showing their value. As you've been seeing, machine learning via the PSSR library is being used quite broadly to add pixel detail and boost frame rate. But there are as many approaches.
I'm saying this is somebody who uses AI casually.
Raw GPU power is being
I'm tired of
especially
AI
effective
being
for
used
Horizon Forbidden
a
West.
buzzword.
Apart from the detail boost, that extra
We don't want to
graphics
hear that
power
weak
is
shit no
allowing for
more.
improvements to lighting and visual effects.
I don't care if you upscaling your shit or not.
In cinematics.
Open up, guys. Dwarf's orders.
You don't need AI. Like y'all could just put more detail in the game. Y'all could
Ray
just work a
tracing is
little
fun
bit
in
harder.
usage as
Trust
well,
me.
particularly when the games
fans
are
would
focused
appreciate
on higher
that
frame
more.
rates. The faster hardware in PS5 Pro can make a real difference. Allowing Gran Turismo 7 to add ray-traced reflections
I ain't
between
gonna
the
lie, I
cars
kinda
in
wanna get
gameplay,
Gran Turismo.
while continuing to support their
I
targeted
haven't played
60
one in
frames
forever.
per second. That boost in ray tracing is also delivering big wins for Hogwarts Legacy.
I thought this would
Allowing
be
not only
Assassin's
for
Creed or
better
Hitman or
reflections and a
something.
greater variety of
Or
reflective
they said they didn't give that man a
but also
wig.
for further realism in the casting of shadows. I hope you've enjoyed this run-through of the technology behind PlayStation 5 Pro. Simply put, it's the most powerful console we've ever built, and a worthy addition to the PS5 family. Let me wrap this up by giving you a quick look at a number of games running on the new console.
You'll never.
I mean, obviously, it's about to have like Ratchet and Clank. Whatever they just, all the games that they just showed pretty much. It looked the same, but it's got a black band on it now.
Don't let me hang it.
This ain't gonna look as good as I wanted to because my computer monitor don't go up that high. I'm just gonna straight up say Final Fantasy look cool though.
Close your eyes. It'll be worth it.
Okay.
Did I do it? Oh, what is this? What's with all the neon?
For Ghost of Tsushima, I just need them to come out with the second one. I don't care if that joke ain't got the best graphics. It can have the same graphics as the first one. I just need Ghost of Tsushima 2 and then like that jump to be fun and work properly on day one. That joint ready be seven. Let's see, with text, that's probably gonna be like seven. Probably gonna be like $730 with tax, depending on where you live. Okay, that includes tax. Oh, that's probably for the last one. I think that's yen. But I'm gonna say depending on where you live, it's probably gonna be like $730. Nah, I'm not buying it. My PS5 works perfectly fine. I'll buy that. If I buy a PS5 Pro, it'll be when the price goes down. Um, I personally don't see a reason to buy this if you have a PS5. If you don't have a PS5 and you really want to get a PS5 Pro, I guess get it. The price point is too much for me though. There's no there's no reason for me to get a PS5 Pro. Nothing about a PS5 Pro is necessary to me. I don't think a PS5 Pro is necessary to anybody at that point. Like, unless you like, if you got like I said, if you got a PS5, you good. If you got an Xbox, you good. If you want to get one for your kids, just get a regular PS5. Hell, I'd get a kid a PS4. It's still most of the games I play on my PS5 are PS4 games, to be honest. And the PS5 games I do have that I play exclusively on my PS5, they play perfectly fine. They don't need, what he's got here. So uh that's about it for me. Y'all let me know what y'all think. I'll see you on the next video.